everybody. Welcome to the live stream of the London Santa Claus Parade. We're not going just yet. We just wanted to let you know that the parade is making its way towards the downtown. They're stuck at Burwell Street right now, and our broadcast starts a little closer to the KKP Studios where we are at Dundas and Waterloo. So stay tuned. We are on our way. The parade is getting its way down into the downtown core. We will be back with you very shortly. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to the 69th edition of the London Santa Claus Parade, proudly presented by Southside Group. My name is Jess Brady and I'm honored to be back with you as your host for the live stream this year. We are broadcasting live from the heart of downtown London at KKP Printing on Dundas Street. Our live stream this year once again produced by the folks at Eyepowered Media and proudly sponsored by London Performing Arts Academy. Now, the London Performing Arts Academy, they are a not-for-profit group that works with kids aged 5 to 17, giving them the chance to experience the magic of musical theater. They offer singing, dancing, and acting lessons, and even have their own theater. How cool is that? Keep an eye out for the group from LPAA later in the parade, and we thank them again for their support and sponsorship of tonight's live stream. We couldn't do it without them, so we're very excited that we are partnering with them for this. Now, the London Santa Claus Parade has really been a holiday tradition here in the city since 1956. So can you believe we're coming up on 70 years? That's amazing. It really is the start of the holiday season in the Forest City, and it's great to see everyone get so excited and come out year after year for it. As you saw in that beautiful montage that Eyepowered Media put together, for generations now, people have been coming out to experience the parade, and it's really wonderful. We have a live shot there of Dundas Street as the parade makes its way closer and closer to Dundas and Waterloo. We can see the London police vehicles leading the way there. Now, tonight's weather, not the jolliest, but that's okay. We have plenty of holiday spirit to make up for it. Everyone's very excited. It was great to see all the kids and families staking out their spots along the route ahead of the start of the parade. All the little ones are keeping their eyes peeled for the big guy himself, Santa Claus. And we wanted to say a very special thank you to all of our sponsors. I mentioned Southside Group, our presenting sponsor. Major sponsors are McCormick Canada and Access Storage this year, and it's just wonderful to have such robust community support. It's really great to see everyone pitching in and making sure that this parade lives on, and it really is that community aspect that makes things possible. And you can see all our fantastic sponsors there. We have our band sponsors, Ryder and Old East Village and Pizza. We also have our media sponsor, Chorus Radio London, which is great too. Very exciting, and we wanted to give a big shout out to the London Santa Claus Parade Committee, which is volunteer-based. They work basically all year round to get ready for this one night. And so thank you to them, all of our sponsors, all the volunteers who make this possible. And a thanks to the London Police for also making sure everyone stays safe tonight around the parade route, keeping things very safe and organized. So we appreciate them very much out on the front lines. So this year's parade theme is actually Santa Rockin' Christmas. How cool is that? So all of our entries have great music to brighten up the start of the holiday season. There aren't a lot of holidays that kind of have their own specific soundtrack, but Christmas certainly does. So hearing those songs, it really gets you into the holiday spirit, and that's wonderful. Now, our presenting sponsor, as I mentioned, Southside Group, they have been helping with this parade for years now, and we appreciate them so very much. It's wonderful to see them every year taking part and supporting this community event, which really, as we said, is just a beloved tradition, and it's really exciting. So I see some flags there with smiling faces. We have our London Santa Claus Parade Committee truck, I should say, and that's great. We have some members of the Canadian Forces holding up our flag, so we thank them very much for their service this evening and in the work that they do to, represent our country. So thank you to them for their assistance tonight. Nice flags leading things off for our parade. We have our folks leading the way for our Rockin' Santa Christmas, getting us into that rock and roll mood. It's a great mix, I think, because with the holidays come celebrations, right? There we go, our Southside Group truck, and they have a nice live performance of music on their float right now, which is fantastic. Once again, thank you to Southside Group for their sponsorship, and really we couldn't do this without them. Let's take a little bit of audio from that performance.
Westward leading, still proceed,
That is a decked out trailer, I will say that. Getting some excellent music to start off our parade, the 69th edition of the London Santa Claus Parade. That's our Southside Group float, so thank you so much to them. Coming up next, we have none other than the Mocha Love Bugs. They are a fan favorite every year. The Love Bugs are, of course, driven by the Mocha Shriners. The organization, mainly raises funds for Shriners Hospitals for Children Canada, which supports thousands of kiddos every single year. Children's Hospital at London Health Sciences Centre also has a partnership with Shriners. I don't know if you knew that, but they do. So our community sees the impact of the group's generosity every single day. And we actually have a couple more groups of Shriners in the parade, so keep your eyes peeled for them. Love those little love bugs. And you know what? Maybe it's a bit of a blessing that we had rain today instead of snow. I don't know if the love bugs have snow tires. So it's better maybe that we have roads that are a little bit wet rather than snowy. So that's some good timing. Take a look at those love bugs. Next up, we have the Coke Canada Caravan, Coca-Cola, very nice. What a holiday sight. Now, Coca-Cola is pretty well permanently linked with Christmas, especially with Santa. Those of us who are a little older remember all the classic commercials from the 90s, with the big guy in red opening up a Coke. That's some holiday nostalgia. So we have the team from Coca-Cola Canada out in their red jackets, very festive, very dapper. Love to see it. That truck is beautiful as well, very well lit, lighting the way to start off this parade. We love it. Very good. Great to see Coca-Cola back. They're with us, I think, pretty much every year, which is so lovely. Nice tradition. You see the Coca-Cola truck with Santa on the side, you know it's Christmas time. Next up, we have the Golden Harps Orchestra. Joyful sounds of the steel pan coming up the street means that the Golden Harp Steel Orchestra is here. They're playing our favorite Christmas songs with Caribbean flair, and they have kids and adults dancing. Let's listen. Next up, we have the Oating family, and they are here as Ninja Turtles. So the Oating family, very extra special guests joining us again this year, and they have Easton Oating. The Oatings are from the Sarnia area. They're known for making incredible Halloween costumes that incorporate Easton's wheelchair. So this year, as you've seen, they are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is great. They had Donatello, Leonardo, Michelangelo, Shredder, even April O'Neil was there. So big thank you to the Easton family, or rather the Oating family and Easton for joining us again this year. Next up, we have a new group joining us. This is the London Youth Theatre Education Group. Now, they have a big group coming with them. They have about 75 people with them tonight, which is amazing. They're going to be singing carols all along the parade route, passing out some candy too. So they are definitely feeling the holiday spirit. So again, that's the London Youth Theatre Education, and they are here with us for the first time this year. So welcome to the Santa Claus Parade. Looks like they are really feeling that holiday spirit. I love those light necklaces. Those are great. Very festive. And their truck is also decked out, so that's fantastic. Big group. Love to see it waving to the crowd. They even have ponchos on. A little rain's not going to stop anybody, right? I remember one year driving in the parade, and it was pouring. And I couldn't believe how many people were still out there taking in the celebration. And that's dedication to Christmas time and the Santa Claus Parade. Londoners were a hearty bunch. It takes a bit to scare us off from something. So looks like they have a great group there, and excited to see them join the parade. Next up, I told you we would see some more Shriners. We have the Elmer Shrines, and they are here with their mini bikes, and they're zipping along the parade route. You'll also see their classic Ghostbusters and Blues Brothers cars. Very cool. They're zipping around there. Again, like the Love Bugs, I think we have benefited from rain instead of snow today, because those little bikes, I don't know how they handle in the snow. Do they have all-wheel drive? Probably not. I think it would be a little tricky navigating with those. But it is wonderful to see the Shriners with us. They do such wonderful work supporting children's health care, and they have such a fun time with it too. And I'd like to find out exactly who I'd have to talk to about taking one of the Love Bugs for a spin. I mean, it's safer for me to be in a Love Bug rather than the mini bikes. I think we can all agree on that. But again, this is the Elmer Shrine Group, and they have their Ghostbusters car, the Blues Brothers car right there, you can see it, and the little mini bikes that are zipping around. Very cool stuff. And it's great that they join us pretty much every year. Wonderful that they come from Elmer to take part. It's, the Santa Claus Parade is here in London, yes, but it really does have a regional flair and taste to it because of how many groups come in from all over the region to take part. And it's really lovely to see that. So it's good stuff. We love it. That's the Elmer Shrine Club that has joined us here. You can see this group of mini bikes really moving around in formation quite well. They're organized. I wonder if they have to have practices where they get together and make sure that they know their formations. Very neat. You can hear them in the background too, which is the neat thing. I get to see from our KKP printing studios through our cameras everything that's happening behind me, but I also hear it when it's as loud as the mini bikes. So it's an immersive experience, the London Santa Claus Parade on many fronts. The folks who are out there on the sidelines taking in the parade, they experience it, but our crew gets to have a very nice experience as well. So again, we have our Elmer Shrine Club and then the Mocha Shrine Club from London too. And there might be one more. Keep your eyes peeled. Next up, we have a very special group that has joined us for the parade. It's Cops Build All, and I want you to pay close attention to their float because they've won committee's choice for best float essentially, which is fantastic. They're co-winners, which is very exciting. This never happens that there's a tie in terms of the winners. But this year, Cops Build All tied for the Committee's Choice Award, and we'll tell you who the other winner is later on in the show. But with Cops Build All, here we have their Candy Cane Band, and it's very cool to see it. They have an elf playing tunes for the crowd, and very kind of those elves to take some time off before Christmas itself. We know this is a prime time of year for them up at the North Pole to be making toys. But take a look at this float. It is beautiful. We've got the elves playing, there's snowmen, there's reindeer, there's beautiful trees. It really is a gorgeous winter scene. And again, we appreciate those elves for taking some time. I wonder if they flew in with Santa, if they decided to sleigh pool instead of carpool. Very cute. And they even have some records along the side of the float, reflecting that Rockin' Santa Christmas theme. Very cool. I wonder if the PA shop had those candy cane mic stands. Very cool. Our bird's eye view camera is showing what's coming up next and also getting a look at the crowds along the sidelines here. Next, we have Bell Point Dance, which is very exciting. They have been with us for a couple of years now. Great that they are back. And big kudos to the dancers. They're performing along the entire route, and that is not easy, especially when the weather isn't the best. At least it's not super, super cold, which would be a little bit more challenging, I think, to keep moving. They keep their energy high, and we know that the crowds appreciate it. So again, this is the group from Bell Point Dance and Movement Company. Look at that truck. That's all decked out too. Very nice. Very festive. Here are the dancers. And the fact that they can do this choreography along this whole route is really impressive. We're going to get a shot of them as they do their dance in a moment. Here they are. Let's take a look. Very nice. Again, that's the Bell Point Dance and Movement Company, moving through downtown London, putting on a great show for the crowds here for the Santa Claus Parade, which is proudly sponsored again by Southside Group. Lots of happy faces, a couple of umbrellas in there, but that's all right. It's a bit of a Christmas miracle that the rain has even stopped. I think everyone's very appreciative of that. I think maybe it was Santa when he flew in from the North Pole. Maybe when he touched down at the London airport, he said, "Enough of this rain, we need some Christmas magic." That's my hope. It's looking good. Bell Point dancers doing a fantastic job. Next up, we have a wonderful group that is near and dear to our hearts. It's McCormick Canada. They're one of our major sponsors, and I might add, they are the winner of the Best Themed Float Award. Look at them go! McCormick Canada. Now, their team has really gone above and beyond with their float this year to craft a winter wonderland performance stage for their rock and roll Christmas characters. See a lot of smiling faces and waving hands there. On top of that, they're also passing out some gravy packets. Those might go very nicely for your Sunday dinner tomorrow if you're along the route and get one of those. Thank you again to McCormick Canada for being one of our major sponsors this year. We couldn't do it without you. Wonderful to see you here. And again, yes, they are the winner of the best themed float this year. Fantastic. Take it in. Nice work by the folks at McCormick Canada. Lovely to see them. Next up, we have another group that is a regular with us. It's Oxford Renaissance Festival. They've come back to celebrate with us. We can see some lords and ladies, even a royal pooch perhaps, in a very festive donning of attire. There we go, very cute. And they are back walking the route, the lords and ladies, along with their mascot Sparky. That's who that is, very cute. And you know, it's not easy to walk in those historical costumes, I will say that. So they are doing a great job this evening in the London Santa Claus Parade. We have our float for the king, I believe that is, with a lady in waiting, or perhaps it's the queen. So wonderful, lovely to see the folks from Oxford Renaissance. Always fun to see them. Next up, we have our third and final group of Shriners of the evening. It's the Bruce Shrine Club, and it's great to see them. The members are showing off their fun golf carts, including the one with bubbles right there, and another that's clown themed. You're going to see that in a second, I believe. They're also blasting some festive music for all of our spectators to enjoy. So again, this is the Bruce Shrine Club. Nice to see them, and we thank them for their support in being here. Lots of smiling faces, waving, taking in the crowds. That trailer is bouncing. They're dancing to the great music. And there's that clown-themed golf cart that we were waiting for. Once again, just lovely to see the support from right across the region for the London Santa Claus Parade. Like I said, it's hosted here in London, but really it is a regional event and lots of people come out for it to take it in. So it's exciting every year to see the crowds. And again, thank you to the Bruce Shrine Club for being here this evening with us. Great to see them. Next up, I believe we have the Western Fair District, and they are actually one of our sponsors this evening, which is wonderful. They are new to the parade this year, so welcome to the Western Fair District. You'll see that they have their mascot Happy and also their van, which is called the Happy Camper, very cute. Now this isn't just any camper. If you take a look there, you can see Jewel, who is a very cool fiberglass cow, and it's the Happy Camper is pulling her, so she's very sparkly. This is a very fancy cow that we're seeing here, and I think she is meant to really kind of give the vibe of that rock and roll time. So very cool, and again, that's the Western Fair District. Next up, we have our friends from the Oldies Village BIA, and they are one of our band sponsors this evening. So a big thank you to the Oldies Village BIA. They have a couple of Paw Patrol members with them too, Marshall and Sky, and that'll be exciting for the little ones to see. Next up, speaking of bands, Western's Marching Band is here. They're back to entertain the crowds, giving a wave, and it is wonderful to see them. Now, let me tell you, not easy to play an instrument and walk at the same time. It takes a lot of focus, and so we're going to hear them play in just a moment, but it's wonderful to see them. You see they're in formation, they are ready to rock and roll, and I think they're just about to start, so we're going to listen in for their performance. Our bird's eye view camera giving us a great shot of that tight formation from Western's Marching Band. Thanks so much to Western for taking part in this year. Amazing. Next up, we have the folks from the Original Kids Theatre Company. We're sticking with performances, and it's great to see the Original Kids. They have a really great healthy crowd with them tonight. We've got a few dozen folks there walking the route, which is fantastic. They're planning to be singing and dancing as they move along the route, which is also awesome. And they're handing out some candy too, which is a nice festive treat. So that's again the original Kids Theater Company, and they have their trailer that's all lit up, which is great. There's a Christmas tree there, and it looks like their pickup truck is also decked out too. Next up, we have Terence Kernahan and his volunteers. And Terence, of course, is the MPP for London North Centre, so representing his riding this evening, I should say, in the Santa Claus Parade. Great to see Terence out with his volunteers. And yeah, this is an event that brings out everybody, right? Everyone's excited to take part and to be part of kicking off the festive season here in the Forest City. And so Terence Kernahan, again, MPP for London North Centre, walking the route in his very festive, jolly orange blazer, very good, NDP colors, and that's wonderful to see him. Next up, we have CPKC's Little General Train. This is really cool, everybody. This is quite a sight. This is a quarter scale model of a General Electric AC 4400 locomotive. It's 60 feet long and 7.5 feet high. Now, the goal of the Little General Train and touring around different communities is to raise awareness of being safe around railway crossings, the tracks, and the trains themselves. And what better way to raise awareness than to bring out this amazing locomotive. It has one of the cars that you see in the cross Canada trips, right, where folks can sit in the observation cars and look up. You can see that domed top, and then there's also even a little caboose, and it's all very beautifully decorated for the season, playing some music as well. But yeah, this is the Little General Train from CPKC. That's Canadian Pacific, Kansas City Southern, the new joint railway line, and it's looking great. This is fantastic. This train has been around, I think, since 2014 as well. So it's well established and wonderful to see it here in London. Next up, we have the Rider Float, and Rider is one of our band sponsors this year, and that's fantastic to see them. A lot of smiling faces on their trailer. That is a very long trailer. That's a big rig, and they've been able to pack on a ton of wonderful folks as they wave to the crowd this evening. So great. And again, Rider is a band sponsor, and I think you can hear why, because there's some music coming up behind the Rider trailer. We're going to get to that in a moment, but I can see some inflatable decorations on that trailer. We got a snowman, we have a Christmas tree, and lots of lights. Now, speaking of the band, it's the Shelley Raston Band, and they are a fan favorite, absolutely. Shelley's group always does such a great job of entertaining the crowds with music that has a country flair for the holidays. So as the Shelley Raston Band gets closer, here she is, let's listen.
Shelley Raston Band, Rider trucking about their limited happy holidays, y'all. Good to see you tonight. Merry Christmas. In the middle, we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. We'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. You can do the job when you're in town. Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire. Based on a parade of plans we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Based on a parade of plans that we made, walking in a winter wonderland. Woo! Merry Christmas, everybody! Happy holidays! So good to see you! Thank you, Mother Nature, for a beautiful night for our parade. In the meadow, we can build a snowman and pretend that he's Parson Brown.
And once again, that is the Shelley Raston Band, a fan favorite here at the London Santa Claus Parade. Great to see them as always. Next up, we have the folks from Jag Properties. They have their festive Christmas truck that's all decked out. Look at that, we've got a polar bear and a couple of penguins on top of that polar bear. That's quite the feat. So great to see the folks at Jag Properties. I think this is the second or third year that they've been with us. Wonderful to see them as always. A group here in the city, and wonderful to have them with us. Look at that truck. It's very, very well decorated, that SUV. Very festive with some decals of Santa in his sleigh. Very cool. Love to see it. Again, that's the folks from Jag Properties. And have to echo Shelley Raston's sentiments about the weather holding out for us. This is great. I think we might be seeing a little bit of drizzle starting again, but not bad compared to how it was earlier on this evening, which was quite a lot of rain. So we can see it in the camera view there, a little bit of drizzle, but that's okay. Spirits are still high. You can't dampen the Christmas spirit right now. Next up, we have our friends from London Performing Arts Academy, our live stream sponsor this year, and they are doing a little bit of a performance for the crowds as they move along. Now, not only do they have that pretty float and a truck that has lots of lights on it, they are doing that performance right along the entire route. They have their trailer float. Looks like they have a very pretty tree on it as well. Lots of lights, some candy canes, and I think there's a snow globe on there too. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Now, as we mentioned, the LPAA is not-for-profit group, and it works with kids aged 5 to 17 to teach them about musical theater and help them tap into their passion for performance. They do singing lessons, dance lessons, acting lessons, you name it, they do it. And it's pretty cool. They have their own theater too out on Bessemer Road where they put on their productions, so that's really neat. You can see them doing their routine there. Let's listen a little bit. Go. And they also have a holiday show coming up. If you're interested, the high school students, they're going to be presenting Into the Woods December 6th through the 20th, and that could be a really great holiday outing. So that's amazing. Now, London Performing Arts Academy is also helping out the parade committee by collecting donations for this year's toonie toss from the crowd. The donations, really, they are critical to the parade, and they help to, cover the cost of running the event every single year. So the parade committee is really grateful for everyone's generosity and LPAA's help in collecting those donations tonight. There's a parade committee SUV with Santa on top of it. Very cool. Coming up next, another special float for you to check out. This is our friends at Home Depot, and they are the winner of the Best Corporate Float Award this year. Let's take a look at it. If you're building anything this holiday season, Home Depot should have you covered for supplies too. The team has brought their mascot Homer with them this year as well, which is lovely. Their float has tons of kids on it and elves playing tambourines. They also have a live entertainer who we see there holding the microphone. It's fantastic. Happy holidays from Home Depot. And again, they're the winner of the Best Corporate Float Award. Next up, we have the team from Fountain Tire, and they are the winners of our Best New Entry Award this year, which is fantastic. Really festive dinosaur there on top of their truck. They have 4 vehicles in today's parade, which is a huge presence, but it suits their motto, and that motto is "We're on the road together." So how lovely that they have this strong contingent of trucks. Fountain Tire has 4 locations here in London, one on Highview Avenue East, on Wonderland Road South, another on First Street, and on Enterprise Drive too. And they have their mascot in a nifty sidecar. Keep your eyes peeled for that. But that's the folks at Fountain Tire, and they are the winners of the Best New Entry Award this year, which is fantastic. Frosty looks like he's really, really wanting that speaker to play loudly. He's holding on to it, keeping it moving. Very cool. Next up, we have the Coolin Antique Mechanical Organ, which is a favorite of the parade as well. Every year they come back, which is fantastic. The organ is playing Christmas music through its 42 pipes, percussion drums, cymbal, and glockenspiel. Let's take a little listen to that. Oh, we have the folks from Jumbo Plumbing. Things are moving quickly. We have to stay on our feet. We're moving fast. And Jumbo Plumbing is a new group joining the parade this year. They have their mascot, Jumbo the Elephant, with them, and 3 of their trucks all decked out in lights and decorations. Their holiday spirit, you could say, is jumbo-sized, and it's great to have them joining us this evening for the London Santa Claus Parade. So again, that's the folks from Jumbo Plumbing. This is their first year in the parade with us, and it's lovely to see them. Thanks so much. Next, wow, what a display. We have the Western Mustang Cheerleaders. This group is truly amazing. They are performing their routines all along the parade route. They've won 35 PCA collegiate championships, which is just incredible. They are always, such a spectacular sight here at the parade. Everyone's really impressed with them. It takes a lot of skill and training to be able to do what they do at such an elite level, and they're doing it all while walking the parade route, which is very impressive. It was a neat shot that we saw there of them standing on each other's shoulders. Very cool. So we thank the Western Mustang Cheerleaders for being with us this evening and putting on an amazing show for everybody. Again, this is the 69th edition of the London Santa Claus Parade, proudly presented by Southside Group, and we are right in the heart of downtown London this evening, getting the festive spirit rolling and kicking off the holiday season truly in style. The weather could not stop us from celebrating. We had some really tricky conditions earlier, but things have calmed down a lot, and we are grateful for that. Next up, take a look at this. We have Donaldson and Children's Health Foundation. It's Donaldson Home Services and our friends from Children's Health Foundation that they're supporting. And they are this year the winner of the most entertaining award. I think we can tell why. There's Donnie, their mascot. He's having a great time. This is called Donnie's Rockin' Hawaiian Christmas. And you can see Donnie, the friendly HVAC tech, relaxing as he walks through the parade. They've got a whole beach bar vibe going on. Pretty cool. Donaldson Home Services team doing a wonderful job. They are the trades you trust. They are a proud partner of Children's Health Foundation, which supports the work of Children's Hospital at London Health Sciences Centre. Next up, we have the London Professional Firefighters. We hear their sirens. We know they're headed our way, and it's wonderful that they support the parade every single year. And their fire trucks are always amazing to see. And they're passing out some treats, which is fantastic. Really appreciate the London Professional Firefighters Association for being here with us and seeing the crowds. It's great to see them every single year. They're big supporters. We even have a little one in a stroller that's very decorated. We love to see that too. Super festive. Handing out some candy canes. We love to see it. Take this moment to do a couple of shout outs as well. Wanted to say hi to Everett, Abigail, Hudson, Charlotte, Peyton, and Amelia. Also wanted to say hi to Evie and Austin, Sarah, Nolan, and Rachel, Ethan and Beth and Alex, Avery, Merrick, Maggie, and Rocket. And we can't forget Ian, Arina, and Colin, as well as the North London Nationals under 11B team. So big shout outs to everyone watching from home tonight, or if you're out along the parade route perhaps. Love to see it. We see these vintage London fire vehicles. Take a look at this. This is history on the roads right now. History brought forward, and it's really neat to see those vintage vehicles and see, you know, what first responders were using decades ago. And it's neat to see how it's still operational and a wonderful reminder of the past and in our present. It takes me back to that fantastic montage of historical photos that Eyepowered Media put together to start our broadcast. And you know, a lot changes over time, but some things remain the same, and the love of the holidays and what it means for our community, I think that persists and is a really beautiful thing. We see it with all this involvement from community organizations across the board, the sponsorship from groups like Southside Group and McCormick Canada and Access Storage. It's really lovely to see how everyone bands together to support the community. Speaking of which, our next group is the London Food Bank. Now, each year the food bank collects non-perishable food donations in their shopping carts right along the parade route. Many Londoners, unfortunately, do experience food insecurity, and the food bank has been helping people get through tough times and working towards food security for all. So the London Santa Claus Parade is traditionally the start of their Christmas food campaign, and each year parade goers donate thousands of pounds of food, and it's very generous of them. So we're thankful for everyone's participation and support of that, and a big shout out to the London Food Bank for all that they do to support the community each and every year. The holidays can be a difficult time, especially when folks are going through hard times themselves personally. So it's wonderful that we can all rally round and help to support them. London is an exceptionally generous community, and we've seen that over the last number of years as we moved through the COVID-19 pandemic and came out the other side of it. Folks struggled a lot, and there were, you know, almost record-breaking totals that we would hear about constantly about, you know, how people were contributing to campaigns that were helping others, and that was heartwarming. Coming up next, we have another new entry to the parade. That's Joe Reed Dance. Wonderful that they're joining us this year. They brought several of their community members and dancers, which is fantastic. They're doing a great job saying hi to everyone. We appreciate their enthusiasm. They got a couple dozen folks here along the parade route, along with their truck that has some some blow-up guitars, and there's a big Frosty on top of it as well, which is wonderful. So again, this is the team from Joe Reed Dance, and they're putting on a show, which is fantastic. Thank you to them. Here we go. We have the folks from Waste Connections of Canada. They've brought their roll-off truck and a 20-yard bin, which are all decorated with festive lights and decorations. This is great to see. Lots of festive spirit here, folks waving, saying hello. I think there's a little elf that's hanging on to her dad who might be a little tired, but that's okay. Maybe it's past her bedtime, but she's still festive. She has her Santa hat on, and that's very exciting. So again, these are our friends from Waste Connections of Canada along our parade route, and saying hello to everyone in this very festive roll-off truck and their 20-yard bin. Next up, we have the folks from Chorus Radio London, and they are, of course, our media sponsor this year. Chorus London, of course, has 4 stations, 980 CFPL Global News Radio, FM 96, Fresh 103.1, and Country 104. You can see that they have their SUVs all decked out, and their crew is waving to the crowd. They're playing some festive music as well. Now, Fresh 103.1 is, of course, London's Christmas official station. They're playing all Christmas music all the time from now until Boxing Day, I believe. So if you need an injection of holiday spirit, you know where to turn your dial to. That's Fresh 103.1. And again, Chorus Radio London is our media sponsor this year. And speaking of media and radio and music, our next group is none other than Bob Noxious. This is the bombastic band that everyone loves to see at the Santa Claus Parade. They've been with us for about 20 years now. I see Taz and Jim from FM 96 on that float. They have a unique approach to Christmas music. It gets everyone singing and dancing. Let's listen. Again, those are the folks from Bob Noxious, Taz and Jim from FM 96 on the float doing a little bit of emceeing as they move. Wonderful to see them. And Bob Noxious, like we said, a unique take on Christmas music sometimes, but it's fantastic. Next up, we have the team from Don Moore Car Star, and they are the other winners of the Committee's Choice Award for Best Float. And it is quite the sight that we're seeing from Don Moore Car Star. They have a really neat black light and neon decorations this year, and also a giant wooden guitar with rope lighting, so keep an eye out for that. They are very on theme for Santa's Rockin' Christmas. They also have the Rockmore Fringe Archway, some fluorescent speakers, and a jukebox playing some festive hits with that decorated truck and golf cart. How cool is that? So again, Don Moore Car Star, the co-winner of the Committee's Choice Award for Best Float with Cops Build All. Very neat. Next up, we have Wet Paint Express. They're back for another year with us. This year they have their painted school bus, and that's themed around the magic of harvest. The bus is covered in beautiful street art that was painted live at this year's Western Fair. How neat is that? And they also have their mascot Night Owl with them. I don't know if we've seen them, but that's Wet Paint Express. Next up, we have the folks from Tesla of London. They're joining us for the first time this year. You'll see that they have one of their Cybertrucks, which is decorated. They have more than 1,000 lights on there, they've told us, which is neat. Also, a nice Christmas tree on the back. So that's the folks from Tesla of London. Wanted to say a big shout out, thank you again to Southside Group, our presenting sponsor tonight at the 69th Annual London Santa Claus Parade. And our major sponsors are McCormick Canada and Access Storage. Next up, we have our friends at Dance Extreme, and they are here performing for us for another year. They've been part of the parade for such a long time now. They have dozens of dancers with them tonight, as well as live vocals by Savaria, which is fantastic. You can see Dance Extreme dancers there. They're doing a great job keeping the crowds entertained. We love to see it. And you know, like I said, it's not easy to do these types of performances while it's rainy and maybe a little bit cold. Folks are used to dancing in studios or on stage for their performance, but they do a great job out here in the wild, if you will, so that the crowds can see them, and that's fantastic. There's our bird's eye view shot again of Dundas and Waterloo. This has been such a great evening. Things started out a little rocky with the weather. We weren't sure about how things were going to turn out with those conditions, but things have been really lovely. It even looks like the drizzle has kind of eased off, which is wonderful. So again, that was Dance Extreme with Singing by Savaria. Fantastic. Here we go. We have a trailer also with the Dance Extreme folks. Maybe for the littler participants, they get to sit on the sidelines on the trailer and move through the parade by themselves, which is great. Love to see it. Another group of the Dance Extreme dancers. It's amazing how quickly this parade has gone. We're getting close to the main event, which of course is the man in red himself, Santa. He's moving through the parade on his float. Very excited to see him. I know that the little ones along the parade route will be too. This is what we're all here for, to really kick off the holiday season. Great that Santa could make some time and come down to see us in London. We know that this is starting to get into his busy season. He's got a lot of parades he has to go to see folks ahead of the holidays. So it's wonderful that he could fly in and see us for a little bit. And also in the background, we can see the Delta London Armories, which is celebrating a massive birthday this year. It's their 120th birthday. Can you believe it? The Delta London Armories is, a real touch point in the downtown London core, and it's pretty iconic. So imagine that. It's been right where it is at Dundas and Waterloo for 120 years, which is very cool. So neat to see them. We have Little Obie, the CN safety locomotive. Is a parade favorite. Love to see them. And they travel around to different communities with this locomotive, and it's all about staying aware of rail safety. Much like the Little General train, this is a great way to get crowds to start talking about rail safety. So let's keep all of our eyes and ears open and obey all those crossing signs and barriers that we see around town for a safe holiday season. Next up, we have Tianguo, which is a marching band from the Toronto area that we see every single year here. Fantastic to see them back with us. This is the largest marching band that we have in the parade, and so it's wonderful to hear their Christmas music that they play for us every single year. Again, this is Tianguo. They come from Toronto. Let's take a listen. Next up, we have our friends at Canada Post. They are a very important group of folks in the parade. Canada Post makes sure all of our mail gets to where it needs to be all year long, but their job is particularly intense over the holidays. That's because they're making sure millions of letters to Santa are delivered directly to the North Pole. They've brought their letter boxes with them tonight, and those wonderful Canada Post workers are collecting letters along the route from little ones so that they can send it to Santa and he can read them ahead of Christmas. So a massive thank you to all of the Canada Post employees who work so hard to keep our mail moving. We appreciate you. And the moment we've all been waiting for, right as the rain picks up, I don't know what this means, but we have Santa himself being taken along on his float by the parade chairman, Sean Burton. Look at this Santa float. It's beautiful. Santa with his reindeer. It's looking gorgeous. And this is quite the sight. This is what everyone's been waiting for. The man in red himself, the chief elf, if you will. And like I said, Santa has made a special trip down to London for this parade. We have to say a really big thank you to the PA shop who helps to make sure Santa's float is beautiful every single year. It's great to see those bubbles and the reindeer and all of the lights that go along with it. Now the PA shop, they sponsor a number of our other floats too, helping out with their equipment like Bob Noxious and the team at Dance Extreme. They even help us out with some equipment for the broadcast. The PA shop is family owned and has been an institution in London for more than 40 years. So a big thank you to Ryan and the team there. And that is Santa moving through the downtown core. He's waving, looking like he's having a great time, waving to all the little ones. They're waving back. Lots of excitement from everyone as Santa makes his way through the downtown, which is fantastic. Look at that. Let's take in that scene. And again, the London Santa Claus Parade Committee is pulling Santa's float through the downtown, but right now located right across from the Delta London Armories. Santa's pausing for a moment to make sure he can wave to all the little ones along the side and make sure that he has some time with them, which is great. There you have it. There's Santa making his way to see all the little ones. It's great to see the little ones talking with their parents there, explaining how excited they are. It's quite the moment. It's quite the spectacle in downtown London. There's our bird eye view camera, thanks to Dave, who's upstairs manning that camera. And there's Santa. This truly would not be possible, this parade, without all of our sponsors, the parade committee, all the volunteers. There's an incredible amount of work that goes into this every single year, and it's very exciting that we have seen another successful edition of the parade. We see the last wrap-up vehicles here, London Police making sure everyone is moving along the parade route safely, and we see all of our spectators getting ready to head home now that the parade has wrapped up and it's coming to an end. It's kind of good timing because I think we're seeing some more rain coming down, which is, it held off for us for the most part. So I think that's a bit of a Christmas miracle, perhaps a holiday miracle, and we're very thankful for that. So this really does mark the end of the 69th annual London Santa Claus Parade. We have to thank you again so much to our presenting sponsor, Southside Group, for your support through this parade and so many more before it. Honestly, we would not be here, like I said, without our sponsors, and Southside Group has just been wonderful and so generous with their support. Also want to say a big thank you to our major sponsors, McCormick Canada and Access Storage. Our live stream sponsor is London Performing Arts Academy. And of course, we're stationed right here in the heart of downtown London at KKP Printing. So thank you to KKP Printing for their generosity in letting us kind of hang out here with them over the last couple of hours, getting all set up. It's wonderful to be here. Also wanted to say thank you again to our band sponsors, Ryder, Old East Village BIA, and Pizza Pizza. There are a lot of holiday meals that are coming up, and sometimes you need something quick and fast, and that's tasty and hearty, and you know what? Pizza Pizza will never let you down in that regard. So as the holiday season moves on, make sure you say hi to them and give them a call. But yes, it's been a beautiful night here in downtown London. It's been wonderful to see everyone come together. Like I said, this really is the kickoff for the holiday season, and it's been exciting. And just a couple of other folks we wanted to say thank you to. Of course, our crew from Eyepowered Media, who has put all this show together and produced it, our live stream. We've got Dave, Don, Mike, David, and Chloe to thank, who has been our faithful crew out there, out on the front lines, getting all that wonderful footage for you at home so you could see it. Wanted to say once again thank you to KKP Printing for letting us hang out here with them, and also of course to London Performing Arts Academy for sponsoring our live stream once again this year. It's been wonderful to work with you. We're very grateful for your support, and of course to Southside Group for their presenting sponsorship for the entire parade. A great community organization that is supporting of so many worthwhile events here in the city, and we can't say it enough. Thank you so much, especially to all of our volunteers on the parade committee. They put in so many hours to make sure that everything runs flawlessly, and they've done a fantastic job this evening. It is wonderful to see it, and I know, I have it on very good authority, that they are already starting to plan for the 70th edition of the parade next year. Can you believe it? Just wild to think of how many generations of little ones and families have been down here in the downtown to take in the parade year after year. It really is a wonderful sight to see. So thank you so much for being here with us this evening for our London Santa Claus Parade live stream. It's great to be with you, and we hope that you have a wonderful, happy, healthy holiday season with your loved ones. Take good care. Bye-bye.